I thought it was going to be a happy ending. Because he woke up and he got paid and he got to leave. I was like, everything's going to turn out fine. And then, the second fake ending happened.
You ever watched Black Mirror before?
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to this CrabTales podcast. This is a Black Mirror themed podcast. Today we're going to be talking about Playtest. Podcast. Episode. What episode is this?
Podcast.
Episode 2 of season 3.
Podcast.
My name's Bryce and I'm joined by Sceats.
Hello.
And I'm joined by Jayson.
Hello.
Just bring this.
Never going to get old.
Just bring that a little bit closer. You can sit back. Just bring it close. Anyway.
Okay.
Where do you want to start, Jay?
What?
Where do you want to start?
You normally do like a little synopsis of the thing.
That's right. I've got it on my phone. Give me a second.
Just wing it, I reckon.
Just wing it. So, a little, just a little recap of the episode for those who might not remember it. It's about an American traveler called Cooper who is in need of some quick cash. He signs up for a play test at a gaming company, testing some new gaming system they are building. It's augmented reality of sorts, and some scary stuff happens.
Well, there you go. That was a good one.
Was a lot of scary stuff.
There was a few
I
scary
jumped,
things.
I think, twice.
Really?
Yeah.
I did. I'd seen it before when I rewatched it, and I did jump once. But
Okay.
what was the 2 jump scares you jumped at?
There's the one where the big giant spider comes down the corner.
Yeah, that was the one I jumped at.
Yeah. And I can't remember what the second one was. I'm completely spacing.
Maybe just
but
when you first see the other dude when he's to the right of him.
no, it wasn't
He's
that.
looking up the stairs and he turns to the right and he's right there.
I was expecting that one for some reason, but I can't remember.
Was it when
Moving on.
she put the knife in the butter and just stabbed straight through like a bitch?
Yeah.
Oh, God, and it had all the shit on it
And I'm
still.
like, what'd you do that for? What if you want a peanut butter sandwich later, you dumb bitch?
What an animal.
Oh, God. That
Bloody gamers, I tell you.
That was all my notes, actually, just that. It was all on... no, it wasn't.
But,
I don't buy her as a gamer for a second.
wow, what does a gamer look like to you?
I don't know.
Did you not see the 10 games she had on her shelf?
I did, and I wrote
She had
them all
Call
down.
of Duty. All of them?
Well, not all of them, but the big
Okay,
names.
well, just read them off right now.
I got Portal 2,
Yay.
Bioshock, Dark Souls, Gran Turismo, Call of Duty, Dead Space. A lot of... Yeah. I could keep going, but...
But, so wait, were they... They weren't that horror-themed, though.
Until Dawn, Resident Evil. And there was a copy of Face Off on the top.
Yeah.
The Nicolas Cage movie for some reason.
Do you think...
They're all PS3 games, weren't they? Well, most of them.
No, they were 4.
I didn't pay attention
Until
to what
Dawn is
system.
PS4.
Yeah, I know, but there was only like one blue case and one green case, and the rest were all the clear cases. I didn't look at them, I just saw the colours of
Oh,
them.
okay. I didn't even think about that.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he has some mummy issues,
Some.
young Cooper.
A little bit.
So did they actually say what his mummy issues are? Is it just the fact that the father's passed away and they're not coping with it?
Yeah, I'm going to say it's that.
Okay, because they're not fully
He doesn't
clear
know how.
on,
Yeah, he
like,
doesn't know how to
why.
deal with it. Deal with his dad dying with
Yeah.
his mum.
Yeah. So, Skates, what did you think of the episode? I always like to just throw to Skates, just, you know. I mean, we were doing a... problem with this is hard to do because of, like, so I don't know how long in the movie, in the episode, maybe 20 minutes in. Technically, everything after that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to be like...
Spoilers.
I mean, so it's very hard to be like, oh yeah, this and this and this. But I guess the whole thing is the first 20 minutes shows who he is, and the last bit shows, you know, all of his fears coming to life in a video game form, which would be fucking terrifying.
Last 0.04 seconds of his life, it
Yeah.
all comes together.
But that's like when you have a dream as well, right? Like I've had like I've woke up to my alarm, or woken up and it's saying like, oh, it's 4:30. Gone to sleep, had a fucking massive dream and thought of all these things, and then I wake up again and it's like 4:33. I was like, nah, way more shit happened.
Yeah.
Like it's just your brain playing tricks on you. That's what I felt like it was like. It was like a dream.
Like it kind of was.
He did like
Well, yeah.
the dream within a dream thing as well.
Yeah, I've done that. Like, I've done a dream within a dream.
You haven't watched Inception yet, have you?
No.
What? Shit.
Don't fucking what me. There's heaps of shit you
Everyone's-
haven't seen.
Everyone's seen that though.
No, apparently not, because I haven't.
Everyone
No,
knew.
because the dream thing, it does that thing where it changes just for no reason. How like he just went, he was in the house and did the thing, and then when he got pulled out, he was just not in it anymore, and he's, in the chair, and they pull him out.
So what did you think when? What's her name?
80.
Sonia. When Sonia rocks up at the haunted mansion place.
Yeah.
What did you think was happening?
I kind of believed. I'm trying to go back to when I first watched it because the second time I knew she was going to rock up, and I think what I thought was that she was in on it. She was like actually doing the thing. She started saying, she was like, "Why? What do you think the reason that you lost all your money and all that?" It's like I swiped your card and all that shit. And
At
I
that
was
point,
like,
she has the knife.
She was
and you're
hella
like, wait.
believable.
yeah. Did you notice her as well? She's from 15 Million Merits.
No.
She's got short hair in it though. She's one of the singers at the beginning.
She's like
when-
the hella popular singer?
Yeah, she's the original first singer
Oh,
that they
true.
all want to be, and
Yeah.
then she's that person. Yeah, so she and they're different character. I looked it up to see if they were the same character, maybe, just in case. I don't know. Maybe she got out of that world, but no,
Right.
they're different characters. So
Also, minor Game of Thrones alert. She was in 2 episodes. I don't know if that counts or not.
is she?
She's in like one of the Dothraki tribes. And she
Get
goes up to
ranged?
Daenerys and she's like, "Oh, you got 3 dragons?" She doesn't sound like that.
She's hell English.
What
Yeah.
the hell?
Yeah.
I mean, she is.
Not in Dothraki.
But yeah, I had to bring it up.
You love
You love your Game of Thrones segments. That's fine. So he's actually worried about his biggest fear. Well, not his biggest fear, because the biggest one seemed to be his mum. But he was so in the video game world, he was living through all his biggest fears. But you would argue that his biggest one was the dad, worried that he would have the same outcome as him, because in the real world he was like living like a bucket list, like doing all these things.
Yeah.
Because, and I noticed the picture thing, not taking heaps of pictures of it. Is that because he's worried that he's gonna turn out like his dad, have Alzheimer's, and then fucking not have the memory?
Or it could just be telling us that he's been traveling a lot.
Yeah.
It could be those things, but yeah, I don't know. I thought of that thing just because I just noticed the pictures and him asking stupid questions. How tall is that? How tall is that? And just it's like that guy's there going, "Shut the fuck up." It's like, you know what? Here's a book of all the fucking how tall everything is. Shut up.
So one thing that annoyed me, right? Well, it didn't annoy me. I mean, it's part of it. He's not really a gamer, but when he walks in, he's like trying to do all this gaming lingo.
He's
When
not a gamer at all.
When he walks in, what? Not now.
He never was.
He wasn't.
He doesn't.
No,
even
he
say
played.
he
He
is.
played his friend's brother's cousins. Wait, Harlem Harkham
Yeah.
Harlech Shadow.
He knew of it. He didn't even know the name of it when he said it. Oh wait, did he? But he didn't, because even when he goes into the thing, right, everything is kind of linked in, like everything after he actually dies. But he's living out the gaming experience. Everything is something that he's experienced before, and that's why it's so weird. Like the haunted house thing, is just a picture from the Harlech Shadow. Harlech Shallow. Shallow. Fucking hell.
You'll get there.
Harlech Shadow. There's a picture of it on the wall, and he even mentions it later. Like, hey, look, it's the exact same thing. And yeah, so
And that guy that was getting drawn, and he looks over the shoulder, and he's like, and they're
that's
drawing.
what
something.
the Jesse, whatever his name was, the bully,
Yeah.
is dressed in that same outfit. So he's got a lot of things. There's a guy that walks past with a spider shirt on. I don't know if that means anything.
Oh, is that
I just
blonde,
noticed.
Is that blonde guy?
I just seen a guy walk with a dumb spider thing. I was like, that's stupid. And I didn't think of it
Walks
until
at the
later.
He walks at the screen, and he
Yeah. That's the only reason why I noticed it, because it was so, like, in your face.
I didn't pick up on any of this.
Just like, and a lot of those things were, like, in his memory. The whack-a-mole thing isn't. I don't know if they mentioned that. That's after. Yeah, that's after.
Oh, after
he dies.
That's in his mind.
Yeah.
So it's something that they've just done in his mind.
But like, so that technology might not even be the thing that it is because it's just his mind.
That's just
Yeah.
his brain
Right.
thinking
Let's
what
run
it is.
through this real quick.
So he's got no idea. So all of it could just be even weirder. Oh, do you reckon? Nah. Well, the Face Off thing. This is a fucking random thing. Face Off, the movie, was on the thing when the girl is there and he's pulling her back. Her face
Off. He offed her face.
Holy shit! She John Travolta. I don't know. Yeah.
I like it.
Just,
Good
I don't know.
connection.
I'm just trying to think of like the connections to why he did all the things that he did.
Yeah.
Because the whack-a-mole thing doesn't make any sense then. They should have referenced it or something. Like he could have even been playing it on his phone in the plane.
Oh, he is a gamer.
I mean,
Liar.
if you call that.
Yeah, does mobile games
Side
count?
scrollers are still games. Jason. Skeetsy.
You didn't know what a Hadouken was.
What is a Hadouken?
Just to remind the
You know what a
audience.
Hadouken is?
just for the audience.
Ryu from Street Fighter. It's one of his signature
Oh,
moves.
Ryuka.
Oh, great.
And he
Name drop.
said something stupid. Like,
Pick that up.
does he say Hayuken or something?
He says it stupidly.
Hadouken. I was like, oh god, not this guy. He has no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, he's a typical kind of. He's a bit of a tool. He's, like, everything he just makes jokes about shit and just laughs.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're like not good. I think he says. I think what you were gonna say before is when he's walking up the stairs. Like, oh, I feel like I'm gonna meet Dumbledore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That pissed me right off. Just shut up.
Right? So you don't. Not everything needs to be said. All right, you can just do it, and just like yeah. But I guess no, that's even before. So he's being weird before.
But he is trying to get the job.
I mean, he's getting it. He's already getting the shit in him. He gets the mushroom.
She asked him to do it. It wasn't his idea to do the gaming thing.
Also, she says, he's like, oh, is it safe or anything? And she says, I haven't killed anyone yet. And then she's like, may I? And he just goes, yes. Just no question.
Yeah.
And then
It's like-
a slight twinge as it initializes. You might feel a slight twinge as it initializes.
Then technically that is when he just goes.
And that's when he goes,
He cries.
Bob! Bob!
How can you say he lasted 0.4 seconds when he was still going blah, 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 for a little after?
Because that's when she's going, boo. Maybe because it has to get to a certain point,
And then that's when it does it?
and that's when it, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's 0.4 seconds until, issue. Right? It's not until he dies.
Okay, maybe, yeah.
Assume. I don't know. Who knows?
Poor bloke, hey.
It was his fault anyway. Trying to be sneaky and breaking rules and, he turned his
Yeah.
phone back on.
Yeah, because that's right. Because the whole thing as well was that he wasn't even planning on really doing. I mean, he was going to do the experiment, but he was also going to fucking show the world what they were working on.
I hate those people. He deserved it.
Yes, he definitely he deserved it.
You asked if I believed her when she came in? She said, like, you sent me the photo of this thing. And she went on the whole spiel about it. I'm like, yeah, that absolutely makes sense. Shady as fuck.
Yeah, but I do like that in movies when they do the trying to convince you, and then they're like, it's like I'm trying to help you, and then they do that face where they realize and they just go flat face.
Yeah.
And she walks over to the knife, and it's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's intense. The whole thing is weird. I think I would have liked it more if it didn't go to the end and he was dead the whole time.
Mm.
The ending thing kind of ruined the other bits for me.
I guess, yeah. Because
What
none
ending-
of it happened at
what
all.
ending bit?
The fact that none of it happened. It all happened in his mind.
In that
It was
short
all a
span.
dream.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's not really a cop-out because I guess they're trying to go with that story, but it is like, imagine if, I'm trying to think of anything. Game of Thrones ended with fucking Ned Stark waking up going, from a dream and just being like, oh, that was all just a dream.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, what?
Looks out the window and Jamie and Cersei are fucking on the lawn.
The lawn.
So much snow.
Why that got me.
Jon Snow.
Why would they be on the lawn? Just fucking doesn't make any sense.
But
Oh god.
so yeah, rewatching it, that spider that comes across the floor, my fucking heart went, oh, that's yuck.
The little baby one.
Yeah, the little spider fucking got me, and I'm like, and then when it showed the armchair bit, it's like, I know it's gonna pop over that, and then it does, and it still got me.
Oh, that was the other bit that scared me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that.
It
And
jumps
then-
onto the side of the chair.
I really liked the painting with the room lighting up, and then the guy standing in the room in the painting.
Oh
Yeah.
I liked that.
That was a
idea.
sweet touch.
There's a lot of like. It was a very horror episode. There was some cool little horror things. Watching a lot of horror movies as well, the way they do it. Little like just scary things that. It's not necessarily. Some of them were jump scares, but some of them, inside you just go, "Now fuck that." It's like I'm fucking out of there. I'm yelling, stop straight away. It's like the fuck. As soon as that, even when the thing disappears, the painting thing, and then you hear the footsteps, and you're just like,
It's creaky pipes.
yeah. That was like, yeah. I guess that was funny, but the whole thing is, it's a video game thing. Even the guy says it. He's like, you get that adrenaline and all that because your life's not actually in danger after it's a video game. And that's what he was doing then. When he's like, oh, leaky pipes, because he's joking around. But later, when he gets stabbed and he's actually fucking...
What the fuck? And then when he starts losing his mind,
Yeah.
get out of my fucking head.
Oh, that shot
Get
was
out
brutal
of my
though.
fucking head.
When she she stabs him in the shoulder and then pushes him backwards. I was like, did he pull the knife out? Where's the knife? And then she pushes down on his chest and just...
And it blows through.
Oh, it looks so good.
So, of course, I'm going to ask this. Would you do it?
What, sex?
Yeah, sex.
Stab myself with a knife?
No.
I
If
don't
there was
know.
the VR thing, like the augmented reality thing, you could exist, but it's your deepest horrors.
I'm not being the first subject. I'll tell you that.
Obviously, say it's like, obviously, it'd have to be a safe thing for you to be able to try. But like, say, if it's
I mean, I would just because I think it'd be an experience.
but it could be a hell possibility to fuck you up because it is what you are scared of.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what I would be. Like I play scary games and I watch scary movies and I'm like, oh, that's scary, and I jump or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know what I'm like afraid of.
That's the thing, because your subconscious knows what you're afraid of.
Does it?
I reckon.
Can it let me know? Like,
Yeah, I'd say I'm not a fan of spiders, but I don't fear them. Like, they don't freak me out.
Yeah, I'm terrified of them. So
Or
yeah,
what would be in mine? I wouldn't have a clue.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, it would be interesting to see how they did it, how it worked, and how in depth it was. If it's the same, obviously we're going on the same as what they're doing. You go like, I guess the creepy house thing with all that same shit happening would be scary as fuck.
imagine an escape room like that with that in it.
I think it's just too dangerous of the thing of like what's real and what's not, because you know how he does that thing where he thinks she's not real and he's like, you're not real, and then he just punches her in the face. Like, oh shit, I'm sorry. Like, so there's like dangers with all that sort of stuff. That's why I guess you're supposed to be alone. So you're saying you would do it or you wouldn't?
I'd want to do it.
As long as the out
But-
is guaranteed.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
that's
like.
also a thing.
Yeah.
You say stop,
Yeah.
and then it doesn't.
So his fears seem to be, he obviously doesn't like spiders. He had the bully. And then, I didn't even mention, so when the girl stabs him as well, it's through the same place where he was stabbed by the bully.
It is too.
That's correct.
So that's like, that was a bad experience for him, and that's coming back as well.
He knew the pain already.
Well,
Like,
I was
what it
more
felt
thinking
like.
of just because like every little bit was obviously something he was scared of.
Yeah.
So, and then her coming in didn't make any sense. He's not scared of her. Why would that make any sense? But I guess it was for the stabbing bit.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, and then I guess so she stabbed him there, which was that thing. The bully kid and the Alzheimer's thing where he was losing his memories, just like his dad did. So he was
Yeah.
worried about that.
His mum does, and his mum forgets him, and then he.
Yeah, so his mum doesn't recognize him, and then, yeah, I don't really. The mum thing still is a bit of a, I mean, they needed her to call
But you know how in a dream when your phone rings and you're like, man, like you incorporate it into your dream.
Yeah.
So it could be that thing where it's calling, and then I'm pretty sure it happened. You know how when phones ring and speakers and then they go,
Yeah.
so it's that sort of sound that's coming through.
Yeah.
So that could be playing in his head and then he goes,
Okay. Yeah.
full dead.
And he starts yelling, "Mum!" So it's picked it up, and just that's what's fucked him. But
I thought it was going to be a happy ending. Because he woke up and he got paid and he got to leave. I was like, everything's going to turn out fine. And then, the second fake ending happened.
You ever watched Black Mirror before?
yeah.
I assumed it wouldn't be a great ending, but it would have been the best one so far.
They do like to do the twist on the twist on the twist.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but this one had just a lot of because even it was twisting when the girl comes in, Sonia. I thought it was Sonia, but it's like Sanja or something. Someone else says
It's
her name.
pronounced Sonia, isn't it?
I think he says it like that. But anyway,
Okay.
maybe lose my fucking train of thought. Oh, God's sake.
So with Katie, her name's Katie.
Not even
idiot.
close.
Katie, the technology lady. With her in his ear, like they became friends.
You'd say that.
Twist on the twist. Now I remembered it. Sorry.
But now it's in his head.
Twist on the twist on the twist. I was going to say, with her going in there and then it being a twist that she was like not really there. And then they did the twist with your girl, Nikki.
Katie.
When he was like, she said, go upstairs to the room. And then it was like, I'm not really there. And then all of a sudden he starts losing his memory. And then they come in and then they're like, oh, quick. We got to throw him in the thing as another twist. And then he comes back, but then he's not really back. And there's another, and it was just like, one of them, I feel like it should have ended maybe one before or two before the amount. It's like, this is what. Do you reckon it would have been cooler if, I mean, I'll let you guys think of it while I'm telling yours of a better ending. But if instead of doing what they did, that when he goes to see his mum, he starts seeing the same shit that he's seen in his little thing. Like he goes there and I don't know.
Well, he loses his mind.
Yeah, kind of like it's all stuck in there still. And then he ends up dying because of that. Yeah. Like before he can even see his mum or something, like he's on the way to do it, and then he sees the dude, he sees the girl, he sees all this shit, and he's like, "What the fuck's going on?" And then he ends up dying because of it. And then his mum comes out and sees he's dead or something. I don't know.
I thought that the original timeline was the real one when he got fucked up, and they said throw him with the others.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh.
I thought that was real, and then what happens afterwards is like he's strapped in a machine and he thinks he's going home to see his mum and all this.
And then when he's seen his mum, he was going to go, "Hey, mum," hug her, and then all of a sudden it was just going to show him still in the chair.
It'll cut back to him, tied up somewhere. Yeah.
I mean, it kind of did, but they did it a different way.
Yeah, true.
I liked it the way it was. As sad as it was.
So you're like a massive fan of it. I do have a couple of Easter eggs.
I have one.
What's yours?
I have none.
The symbol from White Bear.
Yeah, I don't think there was many in this. So the symbol from White, well, you say it.
In her suitcase when she says, keep an eye on the plates. One of them was like the Y.
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
Bear. The other one's not even Black Mirror related at all. It's the place that they go to with the fucking... The gaming place they go to, the big castle. Yeah, do you know what that's from? Like a bunch of things.
Downtown Abbey.
No, they use it in it's Professor Xavier's fucking
school for kids.
Oh, true.
It's like, and it was another thing as well, which I can't fucking remember.
Downtown Abbey.
It was not Downtown Abbey. But yeah, that apparently that gets used all the time. And you can nice. When I watched this thing, they were saying the location of it, and you can see it, and then there was a
Chateau Charlisay. Not that one.
Is he straight?
I don't know. Is it? Is that what that is?
Parlez-vous français?
Parlez-vous français?
What the fuck are you saying?
Never mind.
I have no idea what you're on about.
Because you're uncultured.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. And then this isn't an Easter egg, but I find these little I talked to Bryce about it already, but these little things kind of annoy me. So the guy, what?
Nothing.
He's got long hair, right? It's annoying. A lot of chicks have hair. That's a fact. I don't know why I said it.
Some do.
But so he does a thing where he's shocked at one stage and he puts his hair behind his ear, and then it cuts back to someone else and cuts back to her. Fuck me. Cuts back to him, and then his hair is in front of his ear again, and it just kind of...
maybe off screen he shook his head and then it popped
He's
back.
still trying to do the same face.
But at the same time, it's just a discontinuity error, and...
the only problem is I wasn't really looking out for it, and I still noticed it. Just that little thing doesn't.
I don't want to train myself to pick up those
don't,
things. It'll just ruin a lot of stuff.
Now everyone who's listened to this will start thinking about that whenever they're watching.
6 people are going to be so disappointed.
6, that's rich.
Hey, I got nothing. Yeah.
Hey Roger, how are you?
Hey Rog.
Should we get to ratings?
Yeah, let's get to some ratings. I didn't write my ratings down, but
Neither did I.
It's pretty high.
I've never written a rating down.
Good job. So Jay, what would you rate this episode?
Fuck, I'm first. I'm never first.
Okay, Skeets.
Okay, Skeets, you're first.
I enjoyed it quite a lot. I wasn't expecting like a horror episode in a way. Well, it was pretty spooky. I'd give it like an 8. It was a little bit in the middle where he was just kind of wandering around the house and nothing happened for like 5-10 minutes. But it was solid. I liked it.
I wonder if it's even real at that point.
I thought something was wrong with the wine when I first watched it. I was like, that's not real.
I thought it was going to change into something. He was going to go...
Yeah, that's a good idea. For some reason, I thought that something was going to happen when he ate the cookie. He ate the cookie and it was like maggots or something. For some reason, I was like, I remember that happening. And it didn't. I was like, oh, shit. Maybe I'm in it now.
What the fuck?
Bryce, what rating are you giving?
No, I go last.
I did it to you first.
8.59.
Here we go.
Pretty accurate. Nah. I'd give it an 8.5. Yep. I enjoyed it. Some good twists, great plot, like technology.
Don't use my thing. You stole my thing.
All right, that's why you got to go first.
Oh, yeah. It had all those good things. I'm still going to go only 8. Rewatchability isn't as good. Like, the second time watching it was still okay. But I remember the first time being like, my mind was a bit exploded. Like, what the fuck? But I still think the ending, if the ending wasn't the way it was, I probably would have given it higher. Just because I do feel like it does the whole thing of that last half an hour technically didn't happen.
It is a bit of a cop-out,
Yeah, so it's just like, oh, okay. Well, that's kind of annoying. But we still seen it, and it looked cool. Like, all the effects and stuff looked wicked.
I mean, it is a cop-out, but it's also a great story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As a viewer, it keeps you on the edge of your seat going, what is going on? Just to be like, nah, this happened.
But, especially, even talking about this episode, it's hard because of that. Because so much of it didn't happen. So it's like, okay. I mean, because you said you eliminated all your notes when you watched White Bear.
Yeah.
This is very similar.
It was a little similar.
Because it happened. It's like, well, then all those other 30 minutes of the tech stuff, technically the tech wasn't even in it.
Yeah.
The only thing the tech did...
It could have been completely different to what...
So the tech just killed him. That's all. Actually, no, they did the invisible computer thing.
The whack-a-mole thing could have been the experimental technology they were talking about.
I mean,
it could have been, but it also might not have been that at all.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you're going to assume... So this, and I'm big on the time, also this also might have taken place when? What year, do you reckon?
Because she was rocking so many PS3 games, I'm going to say it's like 2010 to 2012.
So it's not that, it's not that late.
Yeah. And he didn't have one of those fancy phones. His phone was solid, it wasn't see-through.
Yeah, although when I first seen them do when mom's calling, it's like, call later, call thing. I was like, man, that'd be cool to have. And I was thinking, I think we actually do have that. I don't know.
You just don't get that many calls.
Well, that's harsh.
It's about time to wrap up, hey?
Yep, that's it. Yeah. Too easy. Thanks for listening, everybody. Subscribe, follow us on Twitter, CrabTales, @CrabTales, and have fun.
Always remember to have fun. It's just got you've got to do a big theatre show, don't you?
Yeah, I'm lead. I gotta go.
Just trying to lead in the singer thing, and I couldn't do it.
I was going to end with, I can't sing, but...
I can't sing good. Oh, yeah.
I ruined it, I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter. I mean, I didn't even think about it the whole time until the end.
Just say it now, Skeets.
No.
Oh, then Jason could have edited it.
I'm gonna call Kieran and we can get him to do it.
Oh yeah, you want to delay it even
Hello,
more?
Kieran.
More late? Or-
Yeah.
I'm a good singer.
Nice. I'm cutting that out.
Good.
Bye.
Bye.